The 2025 BET Awards will be remembered as one of the most electrifying nights in modern music history. Celebration of culture, artistry, and excellence turned into a defining moment for one man, Kendrick Lamar. From the instant the cameras began rolling, the energy in the air felt different. Fans filled the arena with anticipation, artists exchanged knowing glances, and the world waited to see what surprises the night would hold. As the stage lit up with performances and presenters called out names, it quickly became clear that this wasn't just another award show. It was the night Kendrick Lamar would prove, once again, why he stands above the rest. When his name was announced for the first award of the evening, the roar was deafening. The applause carried more weight than usual because everyone understood what it meant. This wasn't just about winning. It was about recognition of a legacy being written in real time. And as the night continued, Kendrick's journey on that stage became a story within itself. Award after award, the crowd rose to their feet, showing the world that true artistry still commands respect. The victories weren't just numbers on a scoreboard. They were reminders of how Kendrick reshaped hip-hop, how his words carried meaning beyond entertainment, and how his vision for music has never been compromised. In an era where fame can be fleeting, Kendrick's wins were proof that authenticity lasts. What made the night even more powerful was the reaction around him. Icons in the industry nodded in approval, fans screamed until their voices gave out, and social media timelines flooded with one message: this is Kendrick's moment. But beyond the trophies and flashing cameras, this triumph represented something deeper. It symbolized resilience, discipline, and the rise of an artist who never allowed himself to be boxed in. From his humble beginnings in Compton to commanding one of the biggest stages in entertainment, Kendrick Lamar's journey is more than success, it's inspiration. The BET Awards have always celebrated legends, but in 2025, one artist's light shined brighter than all. His name echoed louder, his impact felt stronger, and his presence made history. That artist was Kendrick Lamar, and this was his night. The lights dimmed, the chatter hushed, and the stage of the 2025 BET Awards came alive with a wave of anticipation. Every year, this event is marked as a milestone, a night where Black excellence in music, film, and culture takes center stage. But this year, there was a different electricity in the air, something unspoken but deeply felt. It wasn't just another award ceremony. It was history waiting to unfold as celebrities filled the grand arena. The cameras captured dazzling outfits, glimmering jewelry, and proud smiles. Yet amid the glamour, one figure seemed to carry a heavier weight, one presence that drew eyes. Even before the show had officially begun, Kendrick Lamar dressed with his usual understated confidence. Kendrick walked the carpet not as someone seeking attention, but as someone who already commanded it. His energy wasn't loud, it was powerful in its calm. Fans watching from the sidelines screamed his name, and flashes from cameras painted the night sky around him. Inside, as the audience settled, whispers floated across the room. Everyone knew Kendrick had been nominated in multiple major categories. Some said he might win big. Others speculated he could walk away with the night's highest honors. But no one could predict just how dominant his performance would be. The show opened with vibrant performances that celebrated the culture. Dancers moving to Afrobeat rhythms, singers belting notes that shook the theater, and tributes to legends who paved the way. The audience cheered, clapped, and swayed, but still, the anticipation lingered. When would Kendrick's name be called? That moment arrived sooner than expected. The first award of the night, Best Hip Hop Artist, was announced. The nominees' names flashed across the big screen. Giants of the industry. Artists with chart-topping singles and fresh talent making waves. The tension was palpable. The presenter held the envelope with dramatic pause, the crowd leaning forward, in their seats. Then came the words that erupted like thunder across the room, and the BET Award for Best Hip Hop Artist goes to Kendrick Lamar. The explosion of cheers nearly drowned out the music. The camera panned across the audience. Fellow artists standing, fans screaming, and celebrities clapping with genuine admiration. Kendrick rose from his seat with a composed smile, embracing his loved ones before walking gracefully to the stage. As he approached the microphone, the arena seemed to fall silent again, waiting for his words. Kendrick has always been known for speeches that go beyond thank yous, words that inspire, words that carry meaning. And this time was no different. He began by acknowledging the community, the culture, and the people who gave him a platform. He spoke of hip-hop not just as music, but as a voice for the unheard, a reflection of struggle and triumph. He reminded everyone that while awards are an honor, the true victory lies in staying authentic and creating art that impacts lives. His speech wasn't long, but it was powerful. Every sentence carried weight. The audience responded with a standing ovation. Some fans wiped tears from their eyes. Others raised their hands in respect. The emotion in the room confirmed what many already felt. This night wasn't going to be ordinary. It was going to belong to Kendrick, and that was only the beginning. Backstage, whispers turned into excitement. Journalists tweeted instantly. Headlines already being drafted. Kendrick Lamar wins first award of the night at BET 2025. On social media, fans flooded timelines with videos of his acceptance speech, praising his humility and authenticity. Comments poured in. "This is why he's the greatest of our generation." Others wrote, "Not just a rapper, a leader, a poet, a voice." But the night had just started. More categories loomed ahead, each one a chance for Kendrick to cement his dominance. For the audience in the arena, it was thrilling to witness live. For viewers at home, it was equally mesmerizing. Every shot of Kendrick on screen felt like watching history in motion. What stood out wasn't just his wins, but how he carried himself. He wasn't celebrating with arrogance or exaggeration. He was grounded, focused, and appreciative. That balance of humility and greatness only amplified the respect people already had for him. As the show continued, performers took the stage, dancers electrified the crowd, and legends presented awards. Yet, no matter what happened, the central question remained the same. How many awards would Kendrick Lamar take home tonight? The air was buzzing with possibilities. The first win of the night had already set the tone. But what followed would lift the 2025 BET Awards to a whole new level. After Kendrick Lamar claimed the award for Best Hip Hop Artist, the energy in the arena refused to settle. It was as if the audience already sensed they were witnessing the rise of a historic evening. The show rolled on with dazzling performances. R&B singers delivering soulful ballads, newcomers lighting up the stage with high-energy sets, and veteran artists reminding everyone why they were icons. But between each act, the crowd buzzed with the same conversation. Kendrick's about to sweep tonight. The next big category came sooner than anyone expected. Album of the Year. This was one of the most prestigious awards of the evening. A recognition not just of singles or hits, but of artistry, storytelling, and a complete body of work. The presenter listed the nominees, some of the industry's biggest names, each with critically acclaimed projects. The room held its breath, and the BET Award for Album of the Year goes to Kendrick Lamar. The moment the name left the presenters' lips, the theater shook. Fans leaped from their seats. Artists clapped passionately, and even those competing against him smiled in acknowledgement. This was more than respect. This was an admission of greatness. Kendrick walked to the stage again, his composure steady, his humility intact. Holding the trophy in his hand, he didn't just thank his team, he thanked the fans who had lived through his music, who had found comfort and truth in his words. He spoke of how an album is more than just beats and rhymes. It's a diary of pain, joy, growth, and the struggle of real life. He reminded the audience that when an album connects, it becomes part of people's lives forever. The crowd erupted in agreement. Even the cameras captured fellow artists mouthing the words, "That's facts," as they nodded in support. It was rare to see an entire room united, but Kendrick had managed to create that unity with just a few heartfelt words. By now, social media was in overdrive. Hashtags like #KendrickBet225 and #The Kendrick Era trended worldwide. Fans clipped moments from his speech, creating viral